we just got done watching the season finale for The Penguin, and man, this was a crazy episode with a ton of reveals and a ton of just payoffs and call forwards and a lot of setup to where we to what we are going to be getting into when the Batman is released. The Batman 2 is released next year, I believe, or 2026. It's one of those years. I loved everything about this finale. It definitely went a different way than I think I expected it to, but I'm okay with that. You know, I'm okay with it going left when I thought it was gonna go right. Or really, it kind of happened the way I thought it would. I'll just say that it was a lot more. I thought there was gonna be a little bit more like actiony things going on. But of course, it's not like a end all be all that there was not a ton of action shit happening in this episode. But I'm just saying, like, I kind of thought that's what we were going to be doing. I love the way that this show just did a fantastic job of just stringing us along with so many different threads and then bringing them all together in this finale. So we can kind of just get. I don't even know. So we can just get finessed and just be completely sideswiped by some stuff and completely just engulfed with other things. It was great. It was great. I really loved it. But we start off this trailer. We start off this episode in a great way. We are doing like this flashback thing with Mama Cobb and like kind of how she felt following the events of Oswald murdering her children. You know what I mean? Like that's definitely something sad that definitely was going on and 100% did happen. But it was just crazy to get this other view of it, to see it from this completely different perspective of well, things just did not go the greatest. Things were not going, they weren't going smooth. But we find out that Mama Cobb has known basically everything the entire time. Like we see this moment of her talking to Rex. Oh, by the way, another thing that I really love is the way that we can see that it's not your typical flashback because she is present day Mama Cobb, not past Mama Cobb. That's just a very beautiful artistic thing to do to let us know that this is a mind fillet thing type going on. This is not her just kind of living in the past. This is a completely different thing, you know? And I love it. I love it. I think this is working completely. I think it worked really great. And I also love the first time that we get to meet Rex, the guy that Penguin looked up to his entire life, the guy that he wanted to be just like. The first time we really see him talking, it's to talk about murdering him. It's about talking about him taking out Oswald for Mama Cobb. Like, that is crazy that that is the first time that we even see him. And it just lets us know how messed up Penguin really is and how diabolical all of this stuff was. And it shows us that she really knows a lot. I even mentioned it during the watch party, but it's basically they basically Dextered the Penguin, right? They basically did him like the Dexter. Knew that he was a monster, knew that he was a serial killer, but taught him how to use his ways in a way that would benefit all of them. In a gangster manner rather than in a serial killer manner. But he's still a serial killer. But and another thing I need to say is we need to get this kid an Oscar. Okay, chat, we need to get this kid an Oscar. He was amazing in this episode. I already loved what he did in the previous episode when we saw him actually take out his brothers, but in this one, it was crazy. And then when we get this like crazy reveal that it's actually, that they're in her mind with her, I just love the way that everything was creatively put together. You know what I mean? Like I just love the way that everything was put together here. I think it was put together really nicely, and I think they did a really good job of just letting us see what is going to be, what's going on, like narratively telling us without telling us that she is she's getting not mind wiped, but mind controlled. I could not think of that word at all. And it's just crazy. I love the way that they showed us in that manner of, oh, they're there and then they're not there, and then they show that red light going back and forth. It just works. It just works, man. We get a lot of good storytelling off. I don't want to say off screen, but we get this episode did a beautiful job of show don't tell. Like I think that this episode really like just was capitalizing on show don't tell in a really major way. They were showing us a whole bunch of things and they were telling us things though too. It was a good blend of show and tell, and then it's just we also get that moment where we see that Mama Cobb actually is like, you know what? All right, like okay, you know what, my boy, I understand, and it's crazy. Like all of this is crazy. It was just a crazy revelation to find out that she was gonna have her son fully murdered. You know what I mean? Like fully murdered and taken out. Like I just was not prepared for that. I was not prepared for that. And then we also get we get our boy Vic, man. And I love the way that Vic stood up for everybody, man. I love the way that Vic stood up for his for Penguin in this moment. We get to see him pulling up and he's like, yo, this is what y'all gonna do. Like, this is what we're doing. Like, y'all are a bunch of cowards. Like, I don't know. Like, he was really going off on everybody, like telling him, like, yo, this is what we need to do, giving him his mini penguin moment, right? Like this mini penguin moment of him stepping up and really being, really being with it, yo. And he's like, yo, and then a Link, you see Link right here, see that he's right, bro. But then everybody is about to murder him, like, and that can't happen. You feel me? Like, so Link just does what he needs to do and he stalls for the moment. And at that moment, I knew that Link was on our side. Like in this moment, and he gives him the little talking to, I knew that Link was on our side. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, cool. I like the way that this all ended up working out. You know what I'm saying? I like the way this all ended up working out. And we also get to see how just terribly horrible shamble Gotham is in, right? Gotham is in shambles completely. Like it is completely just going bad, man. And it was very sad to see how no one just cared. No one cared, not even the bosses of the crime families cared. And it's like, yo, this is y'all hoods too and all this stuff. No, they didn't care. But the little people care, yo. That's one thing that we got to see a lot is that the little people care. I definitely have been kind of shining a light on the duality of like the quote unquote classism stuff that's kind of been going on throughout the Batman. And it was just dope to kind of see all that come to fruition by the end of this episode. But also, we get this amazing reveal yet again of, you feel me, our girl, like Sophia was looking good all the time. Like she was devastated being locked up and having to be in that orange jumpsuit every day because homegirl loves fashion. Okay, you feel what I'm saying? But we get this amazing moment where we see how broken Oz really is. Like Oswald is really truly broken, and I don't think any of us really knew, not even his mom, really knew how broken until this moment where we see we see them all talking with each other. We see Penguin hemmed up. We see everything. We see everything going on. Like we see everything here in this moment. And in this moment, it's like, yo, she's like, yo, all you gotta do is just admit the truth. That's all you gotta do. And I was just like, bro, what truth? What the hell are you talking about? Like, bro, I don't even know what you're saying. And then he's like, and then they're like, yo, she's like, all right, what finger did you cut off from what finger did you cut off my brother? All right, we about to cut the same finger off on your mama. He's like, bro, I don't know what you're talking about. And she's like, bro, it's my finger, bro. You really about to let them cut my finger off? Yeah, and he was. Oz was really about to let them cut his mama's finger off, yo, to protect the lie. Like he will do anything to protect the lie, yo. And this look that he gets when his mom calls him out and he just stares at her. Oh, oh my God. It like sends some chills because you just know that bruh is broken and he don't give a shit. And then even Sophia is like, you would have let me cut her finger off. I just love the way that they're all just so surprised, man. And the way that Penguin is just looking so just distraught because his mom is even like, yo, like what the hell is going on here, and just kind of like just it was just sad, man. It was just really sad the way that he wouldn't acknowledge anything. And then she realizes Like, damn, look at what I've done. Like, I've really created a monster out here in these streets. Bam! And I'm gonna take him out. And I was like, oh my goodness, she was about to murder Cobb. If this is how Oswald dies, I'm gonna be furious. But luckily, he doesn't die. I mean, luckily for us, not so lucky for Vic though, but lucky for us, he doesn't die right here. And he will go on to be in the next season, the next movies and all that good stuff. And then we get this beautiful transition of Big Cobb into Lil Cobb. And I just really like that, yo. I love Lil Cobb. Like we gotta get Lil Cobb somewhere, man. Like we need to see him in more projects because he really did a damn good job in every part of this show. Unfortunately, all of the stress causes Mama Cobb to have a stroke. You know what I mean? And then we see Penguin basically go 007, which I know no one was ready for. Brugg did everything he could to get up out of there, and he wham, 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 wham. John Wick, he was John Wick up in that thing, man. And the sheer look of horror on Sophia's face as she realizes that Oz is getting out of there. I love it. I love the way she knows that it's a problem. And then we see bruh doing the drops, and then Oz just pulls up and bam, takes him out real quick. Like, yo, that was all insane. I just really loved it, yo. I loved it, yo. I just really loved it, bro. This was a gregreat episode. This was a great episode, man. And then we go on to see Vic pull up, and we can even see like Penguin is ready. Oops. Oh no, sorry. We can even see that. Damn, I'm sorry. I did this on accident. That was my bad. But we see, we see that Penguin is ready to like damn near ready to give up, and he's like just torn and everything. And then Vic gives him a pep talk. He literally comes through and gives him a pep talk and like, hey, bro, da 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 da, nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, bro, they need you. We need you. Like, bro, da 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 da. And I was like, oh shit, Vic is really rocking. Vic is really rocking and rolling, bro. Like, he's really out here doing the damn thing. And that shit was awesome, bro. I love to see Vic in that role, in that manner. And it was crazy to come here and then to see how basically none of the understudies or none of the little guys that are in the back care about what Sophia has to say. But it's all the OGs that are sitting at the table that run the heads of the family. They're the only ones that care what's happening. Like they're the only ones that want to hear her out. Everybody else is like, bro, nah, we need to rock with Oz. But nah, it's the old guard basically. It's just the old guard, and the old guard can never be trusted, man. And boom, and then I love this moment here where we see Oz talking to the councilman, man. What a great moment. I honestly thought at the end of this episode when he was pulling up to the house or wherever he was pulling up to, I thought he was pulling up to like sit on a table or talk to somebody in the council. It was just crazy. But, we got to see so much from this episode, man. We got to see Oz really stretching his political wings because he knows politics on the streets and off the streets. No matter where it is, he knows how to politic, and he is politicking. And I love to see him straight politic it up in this episode. It was great. I love it, man. I just love the way he just be talking his mess, and he can make anybody listen to him, all of it, yo. Like all of it. I just love the way it works, for real. Fantastic. What a fantastic show. We got some great shots from this episode as well. Some great shots seeing Penguin in the Congress area, sitting in the throne basically, and then after he makes this deal to pin everything on Sophia and possibly meet the mayor one day because he has some high hopes. They basically they kingpinned our guy Penguin. Oh my god. They kingpinned our guy Penguin, and I think that is fantastic. It's a really smart direction to go, but we also get to keep Penguin being a freaking terrifying terrifier, bro. Like the Penguin is a menace, my guy. Like he's just a menace, and this episode really capitalized on how menacing he is. But this shot right here, baby, it just hits different being able to see this. And knowing that we have something like Daredevil Born Again on the rise, where we will be seeing Kingpin take office in some fashion, it hits different. I'm not gonna lie, this all hits different. And I really like it, man. Like, this was one hell of a shot. I hope we get to see, like, I hope someone takes this shot and like puts it in 4K or something, because god damn, buddy, it was just a good one. Like, it was just a good one. It really just was a good one, yo. And after we oh, and then we get to go on a little speed run of Sophia having her second round of closure with torching the house where she was just murdering her family. Look at her, she's all happy. She's all happy like she's about to go escape and get her revenge. Not today. Not today. And that is sad, man. It's sad. Don't get me wrong, but at least she ain't dead, chat. Because I know a lot of y'all thought she was gonna die. A lot of y'all didn't want her to die, and she doesn't die. She just goes exactly back to where she started, which could arguably be a little bit worse, depending on how you frame it. But I think it was awesome to see her go through and burn the house down, and it was such a like everything about this, like it was a they did it was a good finesse, man. It was a good finesse. I'm happy that my guy Vic stayed true to the end. Everybody kept telling me that Vic was gonna be a traitor, and then that's why Penguin was gonna kill him. You know what I mean? That's just what everybody kept telling me, and I kept telling y'all, nah. Yo, shout out to you. I appreciate you. Welcome to the Super Fam, Yana. I hope you're having a fantastic night, and I really do hope that you appreciated this episode. And I believe you are our 2,600th subscriber, yo. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe you are our 2,600th subscriber. So big shout out to Yana for joining the super fan and being our 2,600th subscriber, yo. Let's get it, man. You are awesome. I definitely appreciate it, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of like, but you know, there like so many people telling me like, yo, bro, like he's gonna be like it's gonna be over for Vic. He's gonna be a traitor. Like, bro, and I knew my guy Vic was gonna be rocking till the very end, and he very much did rock to the very end. So I'm super excited about that. It sucks the way he went out, but the little finesse here and how everything just flips the script in such a small manner, it just had me going crazy. Like, legit, it took me out. I literally could not believe it, yo. Like, I could not believe it, man. It was so lit. It was so lit to see that go down the way it did. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was ready, man. I was absolutely ready, but I really wasn't ready at the same time. And then it's like you just to see the way that her face goes from happy to just not, like she's like, oh, wait a minute, it's all about to be bam, 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 zap, bam, wham, bam. Like, oh my goodness. And just like that, it's just us. Like, and then Vic yet again being that guy in this episode, bro. Vic was that guy, man. To pee my guy Vic, because he was really pulling up, yo. Like, he was really pulling up and he was doing the damn thing, bruh. Like, he was doing the damn thing. And then, of course, we come full circle with it, with her getting a ride from Penguin, him taking them to the place that they need to go. I just love the way there were so many things that were straight up full circle, yo. It was just so many full circle storytelling moments in this. And then, of course, we get a little bit of a sizzle reel here when we see all of the other all of the other, not crime family, but all of the other crime family heads basically get taken out by the second in command because they're all tired of being looked over, man. They're all tired of being looked over. They are ready to also have a bigger slice of the pie. And I just love it, bro. I just love it. Like, I just love it, man. It was just so fire the way they put it all together. And I wasn't ready, but I was ready at the same time. Like, damn. And it was super sad to see them basically walk her to the thing, act like he about to kill her. Her really standing there thinking that she about to die. Like she was like coming to grips with death. You know, like she was coming to grips with the fact that she was about to die. And then boom, hit her with the spotlight, hit her with all of the GCPD pulling up, and she got straight up arrested, bro. And I was like, damn, the Penguin is vicious, bro. He did her the same way her daddy did her. So now she can actually be mad. You know, now you get to really be mad at the Penguin because I still feel like all of that anger she had towards the Penguin outside of him killing her brother was just not necessary, you know? Especially because he told her in the episode, like, yo, I had no idea that your dad was gonna do this. Like he was gonna, pin you, like he was gonna frame you for all of this stuff. And he didn't. And that's just crazy. And then we have this super sad moment here where we see Vic and Penguin pull up to Mama Cobb, and Penguin just wants his mom to be proud of him, just wants her to be happy for him with all the things that he did, all the things that he did for her. And it just doesn't. It just doesn't even almost. It doesn't matter though. It's too late. That all the stuff that Julian Rush did to her, mixed with the just everything, man, it's just too much for her brain, and she already had dementia. She was already going down, and then one of the craziest moments, man. We see Vic and Penguin sharing this dope ass moment together. They're just talking, discussing life. Uh, Vic is like saying, like, bro, you're family. You know what I mean? Like you're family. We like I never expected to be so close to you. I thank you for really giving me a chance. And then we see, Penguin bring him in. Like they're just about to have a real good bro moment. And unfortunately, that's not the case. The moment is not a moment for bros. It's actually not a moment for bros at all. And I just couldn't believe it. I'm not gonna lie, I could believe it, but like I knew it. I said it before it happened, but at the same time, I thought that we would have seen him. Man, I didn't think I thought Vic was gonna make it out of season one, bruh. I did. I thought Penguin was gonna make it out. Not Penguin. I thought Vic was gonna make it out, bruh. But unfortunately, he doesn't. He don't make it out even almost kinda. And just it just also goes to show how freakishly strong the Penguin is, because no one should be able to just grab and choke a full grown person like that. You know what I mean? And it's just so sad to see him just take Vic out. And I think even you can even hear him, you know.
Too fucking much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're a good man, Vic. You got a good heart. It wasn't for nothing.
Damn, that's cold, man. That's cold. I can't believe he did him like that. F's in the chat to pay your respects to Vic, man, because he didn't deserve it, bro. He did not deserve to go out like that, especially because he was a ROD. Penguin literally used, bro, and then just threw him on, and then murdered him, ran his pockets, took his ID, and threw it in the river. Like, damn, bro. Like, damn. Just so sad, yo, and that's how it ends with our boy Vic, man. And I just was not prepared for that, but it was dope to kind of get the whole ending is kind of circling everything back around. Selena Kyle reaches out to her sister and is like, "Hey, yo, I knew our dad was the freaking hangman as well, like, you know what I mean." And that's just sad, you know what I mean. So it was just definitely, it was just definitely sad to see that happen, man. And I guess it's fair to say that this is the first time that Agatha all along and the Penguin have not coincided with each other, because a lot of people thought that, I mean, everybody was like, well, it's called Agatha all along. It's not Agatha and Billy or whatever the case may be. So people thought it was going to go the opposite direction. And then a lot of people may, like, this is the first time that we're able to see these things happen, like, and it be different for the first time. Like, because we end Agatha all along with her and Billy riding off into the sunset. And that is not how we end the Penguin. Up until this point, we've been very on beat with each other, right? Like, we've been very on beat with everything that's been happening. And it was super freaky and sad to see that the Penguin just got his mama sewed up in the top of the thing, right? Like, his mom is just sewed up at the top, watching the view that she always wanted to watch. And while Penguin sees this as a tears of joy, tears of happiness, it's not that at all. It's tears of it's tears of sadness. It's tears of, my son is a freaking psychopath and he don't get it. You know what I mean? It's tears of pain. And it's just, man, this show was crazy. I did not expect it to be how it is, and we actually get Eve still alive. And that is what's honestly wild to me. Eve being Eve, doing her thing for Pang. And that's how we end the show, is with her, the traitorous woman still alive, but our ROD that literally like changed his entire life. He dies though. He went against all of his morals. He went to get everything that he thought was right and true, and he died. And we end with the bat signal, bruh. Like, what a way to really end it. Because it's like, all everybody has been saying is like, bruh, where is Batman at? Where is Batman at, bro? This has not been a Batman level situation until right now. Like, it's just now being a Batman level situation. For real, for real. And it's going to be dope to see our year 3, I guess. Our year 3, 4. Our year 3 or 4 Batman, you know? Like, it's going to be crazy to see how that all comes about and how that all comes to fruition, man. I just loved it. And let me know if you guys loved the season finale for the Penguin in the comment section down below. Let me get a 1 in the chat if you liked it. Let me get a 2 in the chat if you didn't. And don't forget to drop all your thoughts, theories, and questions for the Penguin season's finale.